Secretary Moniz, in your testimony, you said that it will be decades before DOE finishes cleanup at most of our difficult nuclear waste sites. The prospect of another 20 or 30 or 40 years of passing before the federal government completes this critical work at the Hanford site in central Washington and at other sites throughout the nation is pretty unacceptable. And it strikes me that year after year, Congress receives budget requests that fail to meet the necessary investments to fulfill the federal government's legal and moral obligations here. And I am really concerned that the administration has once again cut Hanford Richland Operation RL by nearly $100 million, just like last year. Tell us how the administration is going to meet its legal commitments under the tri-party agreement at this significantly reduced Fed funding level.
Thank you, Senator. First, of course, I'd like to talk about the entire Hanford site, where we have a $100 million increase in the budget, but admittedly, Richland then is down 100, and essentially the weight WTP is up for us to move that forward. On the Richland side, I would note that we have made considerable progress. Opening up a good portion of the river corridor, and with the budget as proposed, and the EM budget proposal is $200 million above last year's proposal to the Congress, but about equal in appropriation. But going back to Richland, I believe we're going to finish the plutonium finishing plant down to slab. We will continue to clean up the groundwater in the Central Plateau. We will continue to make progress along the corridor. So I think it's a strong program. Obviously, the best, optimizing within our overall program.
Well, I appreciate that, but there are several high-risk projects close to the city of Richland, close to the Columbia River, and Energy Northwest that remain. I'm really concerned the FY16 budget request would hamper this cleanup. And in the case of the 324 building and the 61810 burial grounds, they'd be stopped or mothballed or kicked down the road. Those are projects that are well underway, and we have spent $209 million on them combined. And it seems to me that DOE is now trying to pull the plug on them, which creates a safety risk, a cleanup delay, cost increases, and missing those tri-party agreement milestones. The budget request that you gave cites technical challenges when rationalizing the cuts to those projects, but no one has been able to pinpoint for me what these technical challenges are. So what is holding you back from continuing to make progress on those projects?
What I'd suggest is maybe the best thing is if we come in and talk with you or your staff as you prefer and try to work through the whole program.
I mean, our subcommittee fought to provide $45 million in additional funding for those projects last year. And why hasn't DOE used that money to forward these really critical projects?
Again, let me look into that in more detail, Senator, and get back to you and see what we can do to advance those.
Well, I would like that part of the public record as well, so I think it's really important for this committee to understand it, and I would hope that we can answer in writing as well so that we can have that as part of the
We'd be happy to. Thank you.
Okay. And let me just mention one final issue. The Nuclear Regulatory Commission completed its safety evaluation report earlier this year and found that it would be safe to operate Yucca Mountain as a nuclear waste repository, confirming what more than 30 years of independent studies have found. While the FY16 budget requests no funding to restart the adjudication process with the Atomic Safety and Licensing Board panel, should Congress provide such funding, I really urge you, Mr. Secretary, to follow the congressional intent as directed in the Nuclear Waste Policy Act and defend DOE's Yucca Mountain license application as an active and engaged participant in those proceedings.
Do you want a response or not?
I'm hoping you just nodded.
Sorry?
I hope you just nodded. Thank you, Mr.
I just would note, Senator, that we do have about $17 million of unobligated carryover funds and additional obligated carryover funds. So right now we have no request from the NRC, and we think that in a contingency we have the funds to cover any work that would be needed.